Hello and welcome. This is Dee from crystalcraftswithdee. This is a bit of a mess, but I thought I'd show you how I organize my diamond paintings and my PR packages that come in and how I sort of organize them and file them away, that sort of thing. So this will just be a quick little video on how I organize this. It's very simple, but it works. So I have just recently done an unboxing, so I've got everything in it everywhere. I've got drills and toolkits and everything everywhere. So I basically just scoop it up, put it in the middle of the table, and then I start trying to organize them. So I've just done this one here. So I'll just break it down. The first thing I do, is, so I've got this beautiful dragon diamond painting. First thing I do is just make sure that the canvas itself is okay. That one's a bit bent, but that'll flatten out. I check how many colors there are, so there's 24, and then I go through my drills there and I count and make sure I've got 24 packets there, and just make sure there's nothing missing, making sure everything looks okay. And once I'm happy with that, then I try to find the bag that they came out of, which can be a bit challenging sometimes. And then I fold them up and I put them back in their bag. Then I write out a little tag. So I was using stickers and I ran out, and I thought, oh gosh, now I've got to buy some more stickers. And then I was cleaning out one of my drawers and I had a whole bunch of these little post-it notes that were super cute, but when you go to use them, they're actually not very sticky, so they just come off. And so I thought, oh, I'm just going to chuck them out because they're no good. And then I went, wait a minute, I can use them to organize these guys. So I've been doing this for probably about 18 months and it has been working really, really well. So what I do is I just fill out, this is very basic, 1 day saving, PR package, 30 by 30, what it is roughly, and then I put the number of the diamond painting there so I can cross-reference it. And then this is where the two part ways. So I will pop this one. I have an area where I put all my diamond paintings under books. So he'll go under books. And then this guy here goes in my set of drawers. So I'll show you when I'm done with these guys where I put these. So that's kind of him done. And then I move him out of the road. And then, whoops, I knock over the camera. And then I start on the next one. So I'll just pop him over there. So the next one, like a cross stitch. I just sort of try and get it all together like that. I know I have 11 colors, so I've double checked there. And then all I do is same thing. I'll just sort of wrap them in there like so. Cover sheet, pop him back in the envelope, and then I'll write out a tag. So it's for everything that I get, even the resin molds, I do the same thing. Of course, it's not going to want to go in there, is it? Okay, and then I put it on the back of the pocket there. And then all I do is I sort of stick that on there. So that is, what is it? 1 day saving PR. And then I've got sunset and 14 count stamped, so I can see at a distance, is it a counted cross stitch, is it a stamped cross stitch, because that makes a big difference. And then that'll come off. So all I do is I just whack a piece of tape on there and it's done. And that goes in the same drawer with the diamond paintings. So then I can sort of flick through and go, okay, I need to do a 1 day saving cross stitch. So I'll scruff in there and I'll pull one of these guys out and off I go. So he's done. And then last but not least, I have this guy here. And, dropping everything. Got my little bag that the drills came in. There's 9 colors in this one, so I'm just going to, or 9 drills. So I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they all look good. And then I'm just going to fold these guys up. pop them back in their envelope. Like so. Just kind of squish them in there. So he's ready for his label, and then I'm just going to write 1 day saving PR. I've got owl, special drill, 30 by 40, and then I'm going to put the number of the canvases PH163, and then I'll just take that off. So now I'll put him on the front, whack a bit of tape on there. So he's ready to go. He can go in with those guys, and then this one will go under books, so it will flatten out. So that's kind of how I do it. And then I will grab these guys here, so they're ready to go in 1 day savings drawer. So I have a drawer for each PR company that I work with. But I will show you, hang on, let me get these guys out of the road. So as you can imagine, it's easy to collect these guys. I don't use them. I don't want to throw them out because they're still good. So what I do is I dismantle them and put them in another box, which is this box here. So this is like a next step one. After this, I put them in a big bag and I donate them to secondhand shops, or donate them to schools, that sort of thing, where they can use these little trays for whatever crafty sort of things they want to do. Yeah, so that's kind of what I do. But anyway, so I sort of take them apart and I put them in their little section. So all the wax goes in there, the trays go in there. Plastic tweezers. I do keep the metal tweezers though. The black metal tweezers. You don't get them very often, but they're really good. So that, and then I've got all the pens in there, because it is amazing how quickly these guys can pile up. So I just kind of put them in there, pop them up on top of the shelf. So it takes care of those guys. And then I will show you where I take these and where I put them. So I'll be back in 2 seconds and I'll show you where. Okay, so this is my desk and it's getting really, really messy because I'm on like 10 projects at once. And there's my drawers there. So I have them sort of separated into, sorry for the terrible camera work. So I've got them sort of separated in their companies, and they're supposed to be in alphabetical order. And then I've got down here, I've got 1 day saving. So I open up their drawer. It is Chalkers. That's kind of where they all sit. I usually put the cross stitches on the bottom because they're nice and flat. So he can sort of go there. They can go on there, and I'm going to have to designate them another drawer. So that's kind of how I work that. So each place has, I'm in the process of changing a few of them around. That's why they don't have names on there. I've got some of my resin stuff down here, actually, getting completely off topic. Where's my resin stuff? Oh yeah, so I got my bits and pieces in there so they don't get dusty. Yeah, but that's kind of how I do that. So it's looking good. And then I got my projects that I'm working on over there, because of course I can't work on one, I got to work on more. But anyway, that's kind of how I do that. So I'm going to get back to placing these guys underneath some books, and then they'll be all ready to go when I'm ready to work on them. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I will catch you next time. Bye!